Hey HCGers. I'm responding to a vlog that I just watched by FeliceHCGdieter, and she was talking about when she was at her lowest weight, her face was really thin and she wasn't sure she liked that. And it seemed like she was trying to figure out whether she was going to have a too thin face in order to have a hot body. And it just caused me to reflect on the changes that my face has been through over my lifetime. Just a rhetorical question, do not have a response, do not have an answer, would be interested to hear your comments. If the eyes are the windows of the soul, what does that make our face? I don't know. Billboard to the body? I don't know. My daughter can't hide anything. Everything is there on her face. You know, when you get fat, what you get as a bonus? You get chins. Extra chins. And so that's kind of been the barometer about how I feel about myself. When I look in the mirror, if I stand up straight, put my shoulders back, and look level, can minimize it. I chew gum on this side, so my waddle is crooked now. So I have to really, really, really lose it, because now I don't even have a waddle that's even. When I first watched Ally McBeal, if you Netflix that, one of the lawyers on there used to love to fondle waddle. Not something that I would be interested in having anybody do to me. So usually it would be looking at a candid photograph that someone had taken of me that caught me in a side view or a view from below, looking the way that it wasn't flattering. Always was trying to get the most flattering view. And my daughter's graduation, she ended up posting the most ugly picture of me. Biggest hanging chin in the world. Now there were better pictures of me, but she had selected the best picture of her, human nature. So I made her take it off. Isn't that awful? There came a time when I was in my 40s that I had lost a lot of weight, and was seeing a therapist at the time who was real into be who you are and sit and be quiet and be happy with your body, and why are you always trying to make changes? And I lost weight and my face got slimmer, and I remembered remarking to her that I looked in the mirror and I didn't recognize myself. And that was kind of disconcerting because it wasn't the face I was expecting to see. Now, when I've lost weight and I catch a glimpse of myself like in a storefront and I'm thinner and slimmer and it's like, oh, that's you, oh, that's good. But there's something about not recognizing your face that you know, there's something that doesn't feel right to me about it. There's a certain type of disability where people can't recognize faces. I think that would be a horrible, horrible kind of limitation to have. But the second part of this story is that, of course, getting slimmer, and then I put it back on again, and my face was back to that full face that I had been looking for before in the mirror. And once again, I didn't recognize myself. That was not my face. That was not the face I was supposed to see when I looked in the mirror. And, you know, okay, I got used to the slimmer face, and it was okay to have a slimmer face, but I didn't like having the fat face back. And it leads me to a parrot of Dr. Seuss. Did she like it? She did not. So now I'm dealing with age and gravity, and always having had a fuller face made me look a little younger. My husband has a baby face and will look young until he's 80 or older. But as the weight leaves my face, then everything's starting to hang, and I can sit and I can you know, try to minimize it as much as I can, but I just have to accept that that this is me. So the question is, so who am I? Am I my face? Am I my body? When I was a kid, we had black and white TV, we didn't have color, and would watch the old science fiction movies. And there was one where this woman's brain was in a jar of water, and she could talk, and she had feelings, and she could do everything that a brain could do with a voice, but that was it. She was stuck in the jar. So kind of being obnoxious, when my husband and I were first together way back when we were very young, I used to really make a pest of myself, and I'd say, would you still love me if I was just a brain on a pillow? You know, would he love me if I didn't have a face? And I think that as we go through life and our bodies change and things like that change, we wonder who we are. Could he love me without a face? I very often don't feel very lovable. So, I don't know. You know, there's so much more to this whole question. I'm not going to puzzle through this today, but I just wanted to share my thoughts with you about this and just say how glad I am to be participating in this community, and I really do look forward to hearing your thoughts on the matter and pursuing this more for myself. So, bye-bye for now.